Hello, this is my open source project contribution to the C++ repository. It has over 31,000 stars and it's been forked 7,000 times. So many people have contributed to it over the years that it has existed. What C++ is it is an open source repository that has a variety of algorithms in C++ with topics ranging from computer science, mathematics, statistics, machine learning, data science, and engineering. And its source code is written entirely in C++, and it uses STL classes, and the source code is tested and compiled for every commit that is made. So this right here is my contribution to the repository. I implemented a new file called zigzag traversal, and what it does is basically when given a binary tree, it'll find the zigzag level order traversal of the tree. So it starts from the first level, then goes from left to right, and then right to left. For odd number levels, it goes from left to right, and for even number levels, it goes from right to left. And so here's my code right over here. So as part of my code, of course, I put the goal right here, the purpose. I made sure to put my GitHub URL as well as my name, and I'm of course telling them what exactly the code is doing. Um, Most importantly, as I was creating this code, I wanted to make sure because C++ is a project that is used for educators and students and for people who need to learn these topics, I put comments on a lot of the different functions and like the lines in the code so that they know what exactly is going on, why every variable, every statement is there in the first place. Like for example, here, um, this one is saying if the tree is empty, just return, like don't return it, like there's nothing to return. So I want them to be able to know that we have to add that because of course there will be nothing in the tree. And in addition, as part of the project, the repository commitment contribution rules, I added an int main that gives an example test right here, and it actually calls a tree that I made right here, a helper function, to create a tree. And I hard coded a tree because I'm using it as an example, so I don't want any user input here. I just want a hard coded tree. So here I just copied my code into a C++ compiler to demonstrate how it works. So, of course, here is the tree right over here. This is the tree that is being created. And so when I run it, of course, here's how it works. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's since this is a zero based tree, it's gonna start from right to left. So it's gonna go 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's how it works. So one issue I did have was I worked in Visual Studio. So I did have a lot of issues committing changes to the Git repository. Um, and using Git in general for Visual Studio was a little bit tough. So what I did to fix that was I honestly went directly. I created the zigzag traversal file in Visual Studio. I worked on it in there, ran it, made sure everything worked, and I directly uploaded it to my forked contribution repository, and I contributed that, and I made sure to sync it as well. And one thing I did learn, however, was I used to have issues in Visual Studio opening cloned repositories. I was able to learn how to do that, and I was able to actually see all the files and be able to work in Visual Studio, and I was able to at least very least add the zigzag traversal there as well. So that was a lot easier for me after learning it. And yeah, that is my contribution to the C++ project repository.